Thank you very much. Thank you for the reminder. Here we go.
Greetings, everyone. I would like to folk of the old set, Merry Meet. Welcome to our presentation, Power Gifting presentation today, 12th February 2024. Now, today is really have a good look at this. If you haven't, and have a second look and a third look, because this is absolutely an amazing program, which Tim Wagner will now tell us more about. Now, Tim left a career of 27 years in the hospitality in search of peace, prosperity, and his true calling. In 2016, he started working in the online space, and over the years has received very expensive life lessons in exactly what not to do. When he was first introduced to the gifting economy, he found a unique approach of not only creating great cash flow, but also a way to serve communities of like-minded people. Outside of power gifting, Tim works with business professionals to break down stress and find inner peace and freedom. He lives in a small seaside town in South Africa with his wife of 25 years and 2 fur kids, and spent much of his free time enjoying the beauty and the nature of the sea. Fancy Face also says hello. And just before I hand you over to Tim, just some housekeeping, please. May I ask that you all keep yourself muted? It is very disruptive to the speaker if there are unexpected background interference. And then if you've got any questions, then just jot it in the chat and we will address that afterwards. Over to you, Tim.
Amazing, Christina. Thanks so much. Wonderful to be here again with you guys. Every Monday, 7 o'clock, I'm here. Sound like a radio DJ, don't I? Come and listen in and find out what it is that we as a community are so passionate about, and why we're here, and why we come back all the time, and why am I here? Well, Festina shared a little bit of the story there with you. There's a little give a little bit more background into my experience with gifting economies. So it was now January 3 years ago that I came across gifting for the very first time, and was extremely skeptical. Didn't understand it. I just, in fact, lost a substantial amount of money with a business partner who, it was in online advertising, who ran off with a huge chunk of my wealth, and that's one of my university fees, as Stina described it. And so I came into the environment extremely skeptical, and I did it sort of as a favor to a friend that I'd come and have a look at this gifting thing. And even though I've been in business for so many years and online, I'd never come across something called the gifting economy before. Here's a key thing, what I've learned over the years is, as Richard Branson says, if you're presented with a new idea that you do not understand, begin and learn as you go. And I've used that successfully all my life. Well, all my life, since I first heard it in 2008 in network marketing, and I've applied it. And when I saw what was unique about the gifting economy, it really caught my attention, as I felt that it solved a lot of the problems that typical or traditional or more well-known online opportunities have as risks. So now I found that the risk level dropped dramatically, and I call these golden nuggets. And I'm going to be sharing a few of them as I go through with you. Now, understand that a golden nugget is something in my own personal experience that I deem extremely worthwhile investigating. So if I drop you a golden nugget, dig into that a little bit more about why. Why is that such an important aspect? Now, there's been something which has come up more frequently in the last 3 to 4, 5 months now, where people who followed online businesses or cash flow generating vehicles, crypto investments, whatever form, it could have been gold, not only cryptocurrencies as well, gold or silver, anything which is online. And they folded or they crashed, which happens all too often. I'm not going to give you percentages, huge, high portion of these online opportunities, they crash for whatever reason. Not saying they're illegal, they crash. What is coming up now more and more that we're seeing, and this is sort of a red flag warning to everybody, is if the courts deem a business to have been an illegal Ponzi or pyramid style, then liquidators can be appointed to go and sue the people who are participating, even if you didn't realize or know that it was, and you were completely innocent, because you've gained funds from an illegal organization. By law, you have to pay it back. And this is starting to happen, and it's hitting people aggressively. So as I go through, I'm going to identify for you a golden nugget, which is called peer-to-peer. Here's the key thing. If the money is not yours, if the money is not in your control, it's not yours. So when these platforms close or they crash and you suddenly lose all this money, be warned, it was not yours in the beginning. Also be very, very careful and ask a huge amount of questions. Where's the platform held? Who's the owners of the platform? Who heads it up? How does it work? If it's these trading things, where's the trading balances? Is this legitimate? So ask questions, cover yourself. And why am I here with Power Gifting telling you this? Because Power Gifting has to be, without question, in my years of experience, which is now 8 years online, and one of our other, Dr. Clinton Adams, who sends apologies for this evening, he's also one of the people who oversees the platform. He has been around in online businesses since 2010. And what we identify clearly is as low risk as possible. Let's climb into this so I can share what I'm seeing as golden nuggets. All righty. So who are we? Well, there you go. You can see who we are. An online financial gifting economy. We're a community of like-minded people from internationally who enjoy helping others, uplifting others. Yes, it is about receiving. But one of the key things I've learned over the years, it's about giving. The more you gift, the more you receive. So in realms or means or ways of generating income, gifting is one of the 5. The main one which we focus on is swapping our time for money, which is typically the job. You have a skill, you give the skill, and you get paid a salary. But there are actually 4 other ways of earning wealth. And wealth doesn't only have to be financial, but earning wealth. And one of them is gifting, and that's the area that we're focusing on here. The way the gifting economy works, small amount in, turned over and gifted back in, and received and gifted back in, increases over time. And I'll share this with you just now. So if you are like me from 3 years ago when I was first introduced to this, and you've never experienced gifting economies before, I'm going to ask you just to park your analytical brain for a moment. Have your brain work like a parachute. And of course, parachutes only work when they're open. So I'm just going to ask you to open up and say, okay, let me have a look without skepticism at what we've actually got here. All right. So we're a worldwide community of individuals. I've already said that. And we foster the connections of families and communities, companies, non-profit organizations. There's no restrictions of who can be brought into here. Now, one of the key things that's also very, very good is that we've been around for over a year. So a year and 3 months we're in now. Why is that so important? Because so many, the vast majority of platforms often don't even kick off. And if they do, they don't last a few months. So we've managed to, one of the reasons, I believe, because of our values, the community sticks to us: respect, honesty, integrity, transparency, open communication. Absolutely no problem to ask any questions. Website, I'll talk about it just now, is presently they're going through some upgrades and development things, taking a bit too long, but that's normal for development. It's coming back. And we're also dedicated to leading the way in education, inspiring, and also providing a sustainable form of income. Now, here we go. Disclaimer for you, as always. Disclaimer there, please. I'm not paid by Power Gifting. I am, in fact, just a member of the community like you guys are. Yes, I am also seen as one of the custodians is wrong word. What leaders is also wrong word. Right when I very first saw this, it was September of 2022, so 3 months before the launch, when the program is still happening. I saw a massively powerful program and said right from the beginning, I want in, I want to be involved. I love presenting. I would like to be able to showcase this to as many people as possible. So that's all who I am, is somebody who put my hand up and said, I want to do more. And we're welcome. Anybody's welcome to do more and offer their support of whatever way it is. Anyway, not paid by Power Gifting, as are none of the presenters or my co-host, anybody else like that. Power Gifting, in fact, is not even a registered company. All it is a domain, a website that manages a group, a community of people and introduces to each other on a fixed algorithm. So very, very clearly that when you do receive money, make sure that you're following any legal requirements of declaring it for tax reasons. And yes, we do use cryptocurrencies, and any use of cryptocurrency is done entirely at your own risk. So why would you want to join our community? Well, I'm just going to bring up all of this. Your why is yours to your person. Why would you do this? There could be one of many reasons. I can talk on my why. And when I talk to other people about why they would perhaps join our community, I speak on my story as well, or another story of somebody in the community that I know may reflect directly with them. So my background, as you've heard, is in online businesses. I'd lost a lot of money. So I was looking for stable, trustworthy, low risk place where I keep my teeth stuck into for the long term. So what do we have here? Extremely low risk for the medium to long term, and something which I've got my teeth stuck into as an additional income stream aside from my business. Not as my primary income stream, not my secondary or third, an additional one in a diversified portfolio. So that's what I share when I'm talking to other business people. Now, perhaps you are a single parent, single mom, and you're then talking to other single moms. You share your story because that's your reason why the community, and you are part of the community, understanding that people join you, they don't join Power Gifting. Now, why is it so important? Because we're a community, and every community loves to grow, and we benefit, and everybody benefits uniquely from a like-minded group of people. Last one is me. That's me. Inner peace, joy, and inspiration. That's what I'm looking for. Peace, joy, abundance, inspiration, whichever you want to call it there. So what is our solution in helping you get to that stage of the realization of your why? Well, here's quite a simple thing. Register a free position and send an unconditional gift, which is financial, using cryptocurrencies, directly to another person. No middleman, golden nugget. Remember I told you about those? Golden nugget, no middleman. The money moves person to person. The system is very, very simple. Power Gifting online platform will tell you who you need to gift. You can then contact that person. You will find out that they're a real person, just like you. That could be somewhere else in the world. And you are gifting that person financially a fixed amount of money to uplift them, to help them. It's a gift. And when we give, we will receive. It's $8, guys. $8. That's it. As Coach Bernard says in England, 2 cups of coffee and a stale muffin, because that's what you get in the UK for $8. So what do you remember spending your last $8 on? And perhaps that cup of coffee can wait, and you can put that $8 into Power Gifting to help somebody else so they can get multiples of that, and then that'll come back to you. So we provide a long-term cash flow solution as part of, as I've said, your diversified portfolio, and you will receive ongoing as you follow the system. Because once you receive, you keep a portion and you gift back in a portion. When it's your turn to receive again, you keep some of it and you gift back in, and the numbers grow and grow and grow. For those networkers amongst us, and I used to be a networker, I'm no longer as aggressively networking as I have, but those who network and have communities, you've got opportunities where you can leap ahead. You can get ahead quicker, faster by using the system to your advantage. Why? Because you are recommending and you're introducing more people. So we recognize that, and we then provide opportunities which enhances everybody's ability to move through quicker. I'm going to explain that to you just now. And trustworthy, simple solutions. So that's why. Let's go into a bit of how. And here we'll see what we're looking at for what you actually need to do. Now, in power gifting, we've got what are called phases, 3 phases. And you progress through the 3 phases as you go through time. Each phase has got 4 levels. You start off at level 1, and it's that $8. I'll demonstrate for you now that you gift in. You then move through these 4 levels, and as you're moving through, there's a couple of amazing things that happen. The first is that as you're moving through levels 2, 3, and 4, you are receiving, the system gives it to you, 117 extra positions. 117. Now, when I first looked at that, I thought, okay, wow, that's a lot of money. Maybe I don't need that much. Yeah, but maybe I don't need that much. But there's plenty of other people out there who would gladly do with some of the money. So really, it's not all about me. And the second thing is, that is the system. Follow the system. It has been created in a certain way to work. So this is the system that you'll be given 117 extra positions, and each of them will yield after the money you've put back in. So this is what you are netting, which you take for yourself, $5,088. It's not too bad. Now, once you've finished on level 4, you'll move to phase 2, level 1. It's exactly the same system. The only difference is the numbers are 10x'd. So from your $5,088 that you received, you will take 80 to gift in to get to level 1 and work through the system there with an additional 117 extra positions. Remembering you've still got the ones playing forward and gifting you on phase 1 as well. And then phase 3, wow, how amazing is that big number? Now you're welcome to take a screenshot. I'm not going to talk about phase 3 now or phase 2. I'm going to focus on to demonstrate for you how it works, because we can understand $5,000. But to really, for all of us, maybe you're unique, to comprehend 500,000, yeah, it's a little bit too unrealistic. It's like the lottery ticket, which is sitting on 500 million. You think, well, it's a bit ridiculous. So let's help you understand how it works on just getting $8, $40, and then growing from there. Because once you understand that, then the rest of the system follows automatically. But you have personal belief through your own personal experience. So here's how it works. When you join on level 1, on phase 1, and you gift $8 in. That's given to somebody whose turn it is to receive. The turns change. When it's your turn to receive, and it's just a matter of time, you'll receive $24. From the 24, you gift 16 back into the system. You keep 8. I'm a business guy. $8 in, $8 out, break even. What did I do at this point? I actually then took that $8 and put it back into the system for position for my wife, then my son, and then charities, and that's all I've done is spend the same $8. Now, once you've finished on level 1, you'll enter level 2 and gift $16 to get into it. So $16 goes directly to another person. You probably don't know who they are. You've never met them before, but the system will introduce you to them, and you can chat with them, WhatsApp them, phone them, email them, whatever it is you want. Have a great chat with them as you're sending them $16. When it's your turn to receive, you'll receive $144. You gift back in 104, give yourself with 40. Now the superpower kicks in. I'm going to demonstrate this for you clearly just now, where the system creates 9 additional profiles, which we call your baby accounts for you. Now, hang in there about that. I'm going to come back to you. Now, your parent account, or the main one, the first you registered, continues through. And level number 3, you've now been gifted. Gift the person at the front of level 3 $32, and you join the back. You're going to, when it's your turn to receive $864. You gift back in $280, so you keep, not too bad, $584 in your pocket. And the system creates 27 baby accounts for you. Now we're starting to get exciting. Level 4, you gift $64 from the funds you received over here from level 3 to get into level 4. When it's your turn to receive, you'll receive $5,184. You gift back in $728, and you keep a much improved $4,456 with 81 additional profiles created for you. And that gives those totals I gave you just now. How amazing is this? Let me go through a little bit more detail of how the actual system works. So for those networkers amongst us, or the technical people, the accountants and the architects, you're going to like this. For the rest of you, you might want to watch this once or twice, and there is a new training video where I've gone through this in more detail than I am going to do now for you, so you can take aside and watch it yourself. Okay. We've got what's called a force matrix. Now, force matrix means we're not network marketing. We're not multi-level marketing. So if you're sitting here, oh, it's another one of those networking things where you've got to bring in two people and you've got to help them find two and them find two, and only then maybe you'll get some money. Okay, delete that. That's old thinking. Remember I told you? Park your old thinking. It's not multi-level marketing either. We're not selling any products either. Okay, so that you can also put aside. Now, a forced matrix is one line. So here you've got one line demonstrated with these 5 people underneath here. Now, when you register, you join the back of the line. Now, you're very unlikely to know the person in front. It doesn't matter. It really makes no difference because we're working as a community together. When you register, you give the person at the front $8 and other people will join behind you. And you're unlikely to know them. They could be anywhere else in the world. It really does not matter. You see, if you introduce one person or 50, for you as an individual, you move through the system at exactly the same speed as the one who introduced only one. That's what a force matrix is. That's what a community is. We work together for the growth of each other, everybody together. But there are benefits if you do present and you introduce a lot more people. I'm going to come to that just now. Let's get back onto here in the force matrix. Now, once the person at the front on level 1 has received 3 gifts, they're going to leave the front of level 1, gift the person at the front of level 2 $16, and the next person comes in line on level 1 to receive. Once that person has received 3 $8 gifts, and it's only a matter of time as other people join anywhere in the world, they also join the back of level number 2 and also gift $16. Now, when the person at the front has received 9 $16 gifts, this is when superpower kicks in. They've received $144. They then have 9 baby accounts which are birthed at the back of level 1. They gift 9 $8 to 3 people at the front of level 1, which of course, mathematics very quickly, helps 3 more people move over to level 2. But in addition to that, they leave the top of level 2 and join the back of level 3 to gift $32 to the person at the front, which means that level 2 moves up for the next person in line to receive. Hence why we're not a pyramid or Ponzi scheme, as everybody has the same opportunity. Now, remember I told you that 3 people are going to then move over to level 2. This is why it's our secret superpower. The stats have shown around 40% of all our movement is done from internally. So we're not solely reliant on new people coming in. We also have movement from internally. However, without new use, we go nowhere. It's exactly the same as Coca-Cola not having anybody buying their products, or Vodacom everybody buying their products. It goes nowhere. We need people. The more people, the faster we all move. Now, what happens next? Well, as 9 people join the level 2 and gift the person at the front, that person's also going to then go back and they're going to split up. They're also going to join the back of level 3 and the back of level 1, also creating 9 baby accounts. And so the system goes on. Now, once the person on level 3 has received 27 gifts of $32, the superpower kicks in again, as they then move to the bottom of level 1 with 27 baby accounts birthed, which means 27 by $8 goes to the front of level 1. And of course, they go back to the level 4 and gift the person at the front $64. Then the people at level 3 move up as well. You're starting to get the pattern of the system. The person at the front of level 4, once they receive 81 gifts, they then have 81 baby accounts birthed at the back of level 1. That, of course, is going to mean 81 gifts to the front, which means 27 people are going to leave there, move down there, which means 9 people are going to then move from there to level 3. Are you getting the magic of power gifting? Watch this a few times if you haven't quite caught why I'm so excited about this. The guy there on level 4, off he goes from the top to phase 2 to gift $80 in, and then the next person in line moves up to receive their 81 gifts of $64. This is what I've come to call the domino effect. When you have those dominoes, which you've all lined up, and you've seen those videos where these people create these huge pictures of dominoes, and you knock one over, that one domino impacts the next one, which impacts the next one, which impacts the next one. What happens here? Your $1 $8 gift impacts one person, and that impacts another person, which impacts another person. And so the knock-on effect continues. That's the power of one. One more individual joining Power Gifting on level 1 and gifting their $8 means that that person, if they've had 3, moves to the back of level 2, and the system folds over and flows and flows. Now, I mentioned that those who are good networkers, who've got a big network and introduce a lot of people and you like and you want to move through quicker, this is for you. How do you 10x your gifts in 10 times the speed? Well, we call it Legendary Leap. And when you've got 25 profiles, in other words, 25 people have used your what's called the IRP code, your individual code, and they've registered, you've introduced them, you shared, you've invited them here on a Monday or a Thursday for Coach Bernard, and they've come along and they've joined for $8. Why not? Then you can leap ahead and gift $80 onto phase 2. And this creates an additional profile we call your grandparent. So you're not only going to have your parent account moving through organically on phase 1, you're going to have an entire new profile on phase 2, which when your parent, your first profile moves to phase 2, you're now doubling your gifting chance. So these are the numbers as a reminder of what happens when you're on phase 2. Is it worth introducing other people to power gifting? I'm there without question. It's beneficial. What if you 100x'd your opportunities? Yep. This means becoming a leader of legends. Now, this was only launched recently. So phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 are open. You can join today. You can register today. You can introduce within the first few days, and people have done it, 25 other people so that you can qualify to leap ahead like a legend onto phase 2. You can then take from the people you've introduced and help them introduce 25 so that by then you will have 50 people you've introduced. It's only a matter of time. And of those, you've helped 25 of them get onto phase 2 so that you will then qualify to be a leader of legends. And the quicker you do that, the quicker you're going to be at the top or the nearest to the top as possible of the queue. Means your chances of receiving gifts of $800 is going to be that much quicker. So if you do this now in this first month in February, the people who joined last year in June, July, August, September, whenever they joined, who haven't done it, who aren't the networkers, you can actually leap ahead of them. But here's the big thing. So not to their disadvantage. It works to their advantage because remember, we're a community. And so everybody that you're helping to leap like a legend means they've got to bring 25 people in, which means that it helps everybody in the system. Everyone wins. There's a couple of rules which are very important to follow. Just like we have a system, we have rules. Follow the rules, follow the system. It's only mathematical certainty over time that you'll achieve. The first gift you make on registration, it literally takes 5 minutes, as easy as that. All other gifts that you've received when you gift back in must be done within 12 hours. Why 12 hours? People sleep around the world. People are working. People travel. We understand that. However, once you're receiving gifts and you know you're getting gifts because we communicate with each other, I'd turn to Bob and say, hey, Bob, my name's Tim. Great news. I'm gifting you $8. Bob then goes to his crypto wallet, sees $8. Goes, yay, excitement twice. If you fail to comply with the requirement of gifting immediately on registering in 12 hours, then we've got a backup system that's going to kick in because there's an oversight committee that oversees the system to ensure there's no one gets left behind and there's no stalling. Because if you stall, doesn't mean everybody else waits. The system's very clever. It carries on. Okay. What it means is if you're going to fail, they'll get hold of you. They'll email you, try and contact you, Telegram, multiple ways. If you decide to quit, leave, disappear, whatever it is, and people do, we understand that people are people, things happen, then what will happen is you will forfeit all positions associated with your name, including any positions that you've left, baby accounts, anything, will be ceded to the community who will then, if somebody takes up, and they always do, these positions are in demand when they come up, well, somebody will then have to gift that due amount in, and they'll take over your position. We've had many people do that, leapt ahead, far ahead, because they took over somebody's position who left. Failing that, we've got charity organizations we support as well. So how do you join? Get your $8 ready in cryptocurrencies account. Ensure that you know about cryptos. If you don't, ask people to help you. And here's the key thing. We've got training videos on our website. So as soon as the site comes back up, there's going to be some more training videos for you that we've done as well. Here's quite so simple. Power gifting registration process. Watch that. How to send our first gift. There the information is. Binance training. So Binance is a preferred, recommended, I could say, crypto exchange. You're welcome to use whichever one. Binance to Binance is just free and quick and a lot easier to use. It's training videos on how you do all of that there as well. This is what your registration looks like. Very simple. The reference ID is the person who introduced you because perhaps they're on a goal. We always have to put there so we can recognize people because we love to recognize those who are supporting the community. Put your name, Gmail address, ideal, not a private company one. I wouldn't put that in. Minimum of 3 receiving wallets in cryptocurrencies, minimum of 3. Now, you're welcome to do a bank account once you've registered in, but bank account is only used on the $8, so it's not recommended, and Wise as well, but again, it's not recommended. Some countries use it, but very few. Cryptos is the best and the ideal. It's the cheapest, quickest, and most secure way. Requirement, the USDT. If you're not sure of what that is, we've got training to help you. US dollar Tether. Both of these are required. Litecoin and Bitcoin as alternatives. Very simple process to do. Get your $8 ready. Log in, gift it. Join the community and make sure, that's going to come here, make sure that you stay connected and come in and join our training sessions. So we got free account, registration, $8, share the opportunity with others, attend the presentations, and remain connected. Very, very important. And it's as simple as that to remain connected. Right? So please refer back to the person who either introduced you to come here today or who shared this recording with you. How do we stay connected? Once you're part of the community and you've registered, you'll get an email with our Telegram link. Click on it, get onto Telegram. That's where you ask questions. That's where we've got amazing support team, which are there to answer your questions. And please, they're all volunteers. Everybody's got businesses and family and other responsibilities, but we're a community looking out for each other. Watch those training videos on Rumble and also YouTube. And this will be posted on YouTube later on. Training Q&A and updates every Saturday. So join the Saturday training sessions. And there's another one here, and I have still not added in. I apologize, Sandra and Coach Bernard. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. South Africa time. 2 of our community leaders, Sandra from Canada and Coach Bernard in the UK, get together and they share strategies on how you can apply what we're sharing and what we teach into your life to benefit in the best way possible. Be part of that. If you're saying, what do I do? How do I go about doing this? Tuesday, 7 p.m. And on the Telegram group, you'll find the Zoom link as well. Invite friends. You'll find me here on Mondays and Coach Bernard on Thursdays at 8 p.m. He does it in 6 p.m. UK time. He does the English version of the English presentation in England, just to confuse you a little bit. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Everyone's invited. No restrictions. I asked you to open your minds a little bit to having a look at something in perhaps a little bit different light from what you would have seen before. Here's the key thing, is $8. Don't overthink $8. If you're overthinking $8, your problems are bigger than you're letting on. So it's been wonderful to share with you. I'm going to hand you back over to Festina, my amazing co-host. Thank you, Festina, for standing up and joining me this evening. And you got some questions, please, you can ask her them. And we've got some other community leaders as well on the call. So we've got plenty of people to help you answer those questions here and now. Festina.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you so much for sharing your very, very valuable time with us on a Monday evening in your busy schedule. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for a very interesting, brilliant presentation. If it doesn't make you think watching this presentation, then I'm not sure whether you've still got a pulse. Have a look at the presentation again. There will be a recording on YouTube. Have a look on it. Have a look at it. Look at it once, twice, 3 times. And then, like Tim said, don't overthink $8. Just do it. It's very, very simple. It's not rocket science. Then also please do remember we have got a meeting, a strategy meeting, Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock. My coach Bernard and Sandra from Canada, from the UK and from Canada. Thursday evenings, we've got a presentation by Coach Bernard. And then Saturday mornings, I absolutely recommend Tim does some teaching, and whether it is about power gifting or just life in general, you have to be there. Now, if you are new here tonight, please get back to the person who invited you. Ask questions, but don't overthink. This is just simple. It is just a simple, beautiful program, not a flash in the pan, get rich quick scheme, but something sustainable. It's going to take some time, but it is the only program that I've looked at the last 14 months, which is still there. All the other ones have come and gone. Power gifting is still there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tim. I think we can wrap up.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no questions. Wonderful. That means that what I shared with you has either bamboozled you and confused the living daylights out of you, or you're very happy and understanding. I see we've got some new names here as well, so that's fantastic. You're welcome to raise your hand or put in the chat box. Going once. Going twice. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here every Monday. Let's bring some friends, bring some family. You don't have to share the message. That's why I'm here. You could just be the messenger. Come along, see what's happening, and join the community. Hang around us. Who knows? You're going to make some good friends. We like to have fun. Maybe learn some new things. Learn about cryptocurrencies. A lot of people have done that. A lot more security in the community in this environment to learn about cryptocurrencies than out there on your own. That's for sure. And it's $8. Crypto's not going anywhere, by the way. That's a pleasure. Hawaii P40 Lite. Thank you very much, whoever you are. Appreciate you. Great presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, bidding you a wonderful Monday. Whether you're starting your Monday in Canada or you're ending it in South Africa or India. I think we've got an Indian friend here as well tonight. Welcome. Wonderful to have you all. And I'll catch you all soon. Don't forget, join Festina and Coach Bernard tomorrow. Ciao for now.
Thank you, Tim.